All right, my friends. So my mom is in a assisted living facility now, a Virginia Mennonite retirement community up in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's not a C. I don't think it's a CCRC. CCRC is VMRC might be a continuing care retirement community where they start you off in independent living, then they moved you to like in the apartments, and then they moved you to assisted living, and then if you need, they moved you to skilled care. Right now, she's in the assisted living that she needs. She needs someone to take care of her, essentially. So we bypassed the independent living, bypassed the apartment living, and went straight to the assisted living facility. And that's cost about $12,000 a month, right? $12,000 a month. So, that ain't cheap. I don't deny that. I don't deny that. But what happens is these places, and we're probably gonna move her up to New Jersey at some point because that's where my sister lives, and Abby's looked at a couple of places up there about the same cost. That's 24/7 care. They feed you, they bathe you, the whole thing. They had just a nice staff, young ladies. We had one guy, and three young, very petite ladies, young ladies too, that were helping her out, and nice people, man, across the board. They got registered nurses there. I'm sure they have like a nurse practitioner in charge of the RNs, and then obviously they got doctor staff and whatnot too. But there's a pool there, there's churches there. It's an all-encompassing community. Now, how does she afford this? Well, she's probably got about $4,000 a month of income from her deceased husband's Social Security, and then we did some annuities, or the inheritance she got when my grandparents died. We did some income annuities, so she got $4,000 a month. All right, so that means she needs about $8,000 a month to pay for all this. All right, 8,000 times 12. Even this little freaking petite brain of mine, lump of coal, as Norm Coleman would say, that's $96,000 a year. All right. So $96,000 a year, we'll just say for 3 years, all right? Who knows, man? My mom is, all that cigarette smoking probably going to make her life expectancy go to 120. But she's never going to die. For someone who doesn't walk, she's tough as nails. That's for damn sure. It's crazy. But anyway, I love my mom, and she's still cognizant, absolutely. But that's 3 years at most for the assisted living facility. What happens, though, is that if she's got more than what I'm saying is we sell her house. I don't know if I said that. So we sell her house for about $300,000. All said and done. Yeah, I think that's probably the low end, but who knows, man? I don't know. Let's just say we're gonna have to take out the carpets because the carpets are just disgusting. Do a fresh coat of paint, probably a new roof and all that stuff. You'll probably put $50,000 into it, and then maybe not a new roof. Who knows? I don't know, but. Now, let's just say with everything, the commissions and all that, so she'll walk away with $300,000. Now, she doesn't have a whole lot of money in her portfolio. I mean, she doesn't have even $500,000. Let me just tell you. So, we got probably 3 years to 4 years most of living there. So what happens is, these guys aren't stupid. These facilities, they know, they look at your life expectancy. Actuarial tables, essentially mortality tables. They say, look. The average person survives 18 months. The average person survives 2 years, all right? If you are, remember, the average person, there's people who survive beyond that. So what happens if you run out of money and you survive beyond the 3 to 4 years of average life expectancy, whatever it is? And it's not 3 to 4 years. I can almost guarantee it's going to be 18 months to 2 years. So what happens after that? Well, then you go to a Medicaid, all right? And they just put you on Medicaid. And instead of having your own room, it's a shared room for people who run out of money. I mean, yeah, it's not the best scenario, but the likelihood of that happening is minimal. Right? I mean, still, some people do, 100%. But they don't put you out on the street. America doesn't put people out on the street from nursing homes. That doesn't happen. So what they do is Medicaid. This is why I'm so adamant that you should pay your own way until you run out of money, so that way Medicaid can pay for the people who are truly indigent. I don't like this Medicaid, planning and whatnot, because it's like, dude, we have poor people who need the resources. And if you are passing your money to your kids as opposed to paying for your own way, that's the taxpayers paying for that. I don't like it, man. I think it's bad, and I don't think we should be doing that. So my mom's going to pay her own way until she runs out of money. That's just that simple. Once she runs out of money, she'll lose her own individual room, because this is a one-person room. My mom's got her own room. And then she'll room me with another person, just like when I was in the Army in the barracks. Again, that's not the ideal, but it's certainly not put out in the snow in poopy pants. You know what I'm saying? It's just, so you sell your house for $300,000, you walk away. That's 3 years of care, and that's everything. There's no more property tax to pay. There's no more electricity bill. There's nothing like that, man. I mean, so let's just say it costs her it's more expensive. You're paying for 24/7 care. I mean, it's not free. But I think the average person in the United States who has a house that's paid off can easily afford 3 years at a nursing home. I mean, that's a single room. That's not. It's not a barracks. It's not living with somebody until you run out of money. And that's just what we're dealing with now. And that's a pretty high end one. VMRC ain't cheap. And the place my sister's looking up in New Jersey, they're not cheap. But I mean, my mom's a millionaire. She's got about $4,000 a month from her Social Security and annuities. She's gonna sell her house for about $300,000. She's got a little bit in a portfolio, and that's 3 to 4 years. All right. If she survives that, and then if she runs out of money, that's not assuming any growth or anything like that. If she runs out of money, then they're going to put her in a Medicaid facility, which she'll room with somebody. That's it. That's what we're looking at, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It seems to me this isn't the biggest concern. I don't get it, man. I mean, I just don't get, like, it just seems to me this isn't nearly as bad as what people make it seem to be. Yeah, you don't want your mom living with a roomie. We'll have to cross that bridge at that point. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you're not living on the street. You're just not. And by the way, I mean, by then she'll be 83 years old. I mean, will her mind still be there? I mean, who knows? That's even if she survives that long anyway. And, I don't know. And, then, of course, she has kids to fall back on, and that's something we'd have to think about at some point. But this isn't, like, for me, it's not frightening enough where I should keep working in a crappy old job that stressed me out. I'm getting fat. My blood pressure is going through the roof. My stress is just, that's the risk of that happening, what my mom's going through, compared to you and a 58-year-old guy who's 40 pounds overweight and your stress level is high and your relationship's cracking. Man, the risk that you have is right now. It's not the risk what my mom's going through. It's just not. I wish people more would realize the risk that you have is a hell of a lot more urgent than worrying about what happens when you're 78 years old. All right. Love your thoughts. God bless.